Let's talk about those who never forgot about the people. The civil rights movement didn't begin in the 1950s or 60s. It didn't end in the 70s. A half a century ago, our elders were also young, and some of them chose to confront economic inequality, discrimination, racism, poverty, sexism, hate, and hopelessness. They confronted these institutions of mass destruction, seeking balance after a massive and well-organized tilt, an imbalance that put incredible power into the hands of a small minority. It wasn't the first time in history that the people rose up to reclaim what was theirs. It certainly wasn't the last. 50 years later, we now find ourselves in the same predicament, but the power was never fully taken away. The power will never fully be reclaimed. The universe is composed of conflicting forces, creation and destruction, harmony and violence, light and dark. Oftentimes these forces mirror each other. One is always giving way to the other. These shifts are countless and innumerable, studied, written, preserved, relived in countless shapes and paradigms. This moment is nothing new, but this context is original. This is our moment. In the 1960s, young people, people of color, women, disenfranchised whites, students of all backgrounds formed social movements in the United States to demand voice, access, resources, equality, and recognition from the dominant society. No more wars, no more slavery, no more sweatshops, no more lynchings, no more separate but equal fallacies, no more segregated lunch lines or bathrooms for colors, no more exploitation or theft of land from the First Nation tribes, no more signs that read no Mexicans or dogs allowed, no more discrimination or silencing of women. They wanted liberation. No more police brutality, no more exploitation of farm workers or barrio youth, no more extreme poverty, no more prisons, less incarceration of the youth, more books, more schools, more after-school programs. They demanded democratic institutions that reflected themselves. They were killed, jailed, beaten, and buried. They were tracked and infiltrated by the CIA, the FBI, and other intelligence networks. They were silenced. They were outcasted. They were stripped down, broken, co-opted, retrained, and tamed. Their agenda was defeated. No, they were dreamers. They were the real leaders. They were students, teachers, activists, mothers, fathers, artists, capitalists, socialists, communists, rebels, and pragmatists, young and old. They were the civil rights generation, the feminist movement, Black Power movement, the Chicana movement, the American Indian movement, the Asian American movement, the Christian Student Alliance, Gay Liberation Front, protesters against the Vietnam War, students for free speech in a democratic society. They were victorious, their energy and movement celebrated, their efforts shared by charismatic people all over the globe. Never before had so many human beings coalesced around the notions of equality, justice, access, human rights, and free speech. They are the heroes of our times, now co-opted and stripped down to feel-good slogans and establishment political speeches and parades. But the true essence of their movement and the lessons they taught us can never be erased. Their movement didn't really start in the 60s. This is a story that started 10,000 years ago, inherent in the tensions between those who wanted to rule and those who simply wanted to live. The rise of complex social systems in Mesopotamia and Egypt 5,000 years ago increased this tension. Those who capitalized on the natural resources and forced labor upon the populace became pharaohs, kings, queens, religious leaders, and members of the nobility. They retained wealth by imposing their rules, their weapons, their violence upon those below them. Naturally, the people resisted, and sometimes revolted. As potential for expansion progressed, powerful civilizations like the Akkadians, Babylonians, Egyptians, and Assyrians formed into empires and dynasties, aiming to capture, colonize, and control foreign lands. The Shang dynasty, the Persian, Mongolian, Greek, Roman, Islamic, Mayan, and Aztec empires followed, along with many others far too numerous to name. The 1500s signaled a planetary shift towards European, Christian, and eventually American domination. 2020 is being built on the tale of 500 years of European colonization, indigenous genocide, slavery, extraction and control of gold, jewels, gems, silver, sugar, copper, coal, and oil, among other resources. The past 500 years tell an endless story of bloodshed, exploitation, enslavement, and warfare. Endless wars that poor men have fought for kings of various names and titles. This reality is modern human history. Many people say yes, this is reality. This is life, survival, social Darwinism, history, present, future reality, no apologies. So choose your side. Better be the right one. Blood or death, ride or die for the most powerful. Others insist that another world is possible.
Build 2020. The people's history of the future.